pouch packed with problems, high levels of nicotine. So today I'm delivering a warning to parents because these nicotine pouches seem to lock their sights on young kids, teenagers, and even lower, and then use the social media to hook them.
What? Chuck Schumer's trying to what? Cancel Zyn? Sorry about that. I was just letting my central nervous system ascend to the heavens. Recently, Chuck Schumer has called for the FDA and FTC to investigate Zyn for concerns of marketing and health problems. This comes with the possibility of a ban on the product. But what is Zyn? It seems to be beloved by everyone, including this guy.
A boy that one of my daughters was dating, New Year's 2020, was at my house, and he pulls this out. I'm like, what is that? He goes, it's the future.
That's right. Tucker Carlson is on our side. When the world's unluckiest son-in-law calls Zyn the future, he means it. Zyn is a new form of nicotine delivery that does not use tobacco. Non-tobacco nicotine, or NTN, was popularized by Swedish company Swedish Match, a current subsidiary of Philip Morris, with Zyn, an oral lozenge that contains artificial nicotine along with other chemical sweeteners. According to the National Library of Medicine, from 2016 to 2020, the sale of oral nicotine pouches has increased by 305%, and Zyn was the top selling of these products. So what is the problem with popping an upper decky if there's no tobacco? And why don't we all call up the Girl Scouts to get some Zyn mints? Well, according to the University of Nebraska, Lincoln, while the long-term effects are unknown, some side effects can be irritation of gums, sore mouth, hiccups, nausea, and chemical dependency on nicotine, which can cause a relapse to other tobacco products. But maybe Zyn still has the utility of being a method to quit smoking. Zyn has two different varieties, those that are 3 milligrams of nicotine per pouch and those with 6. It varies, but the average cigarette only delivers about 1 milligram of nicotine to the smoker. Anecdotally, I've never seen anyone using the 3s. It's always the 6ers, baby. And that's the reason why people who do them are so weird about it.
The truth is, Zyn is a powerful work enhancer and also a male enhancer, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Yeah.
Talking erection, huh?
Yep. There's no election fraud with Zyn.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want a Zyn-supported wiener, you know? I don't know.
I think you do.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you want people to get addicted to it.
Just close your eyes.
Because of that, it's still recommended by major health organizations that you use patches, gum, or other more common methods to quit smoking. Now, this situation bears a striking resemblance to the rise and fall of Juul a few years ago. Juul was a very successful vape company selling vapes with replaceable pods that came in various flavors. Multiple studies show that the inclusion of various flavors, especially those similar to candy, does make children more likely to use those products, Juul or Zyn. Juul was frequently accused of advertising to children, and which I always was skeptical of. While flavors are more likely to attract children to the products, as we saw in the study, that can't be proved in court as intentional. However, according to a lawsuit by the state of Massachusetts, Juul was running advertisements on Cartoon Network, Cool Math games, and other entertainment sources with young viewers. After it was found that Juul was advertising to kids and a large contributor to teen vaping, the Protecting American Lungs and Reversing the Youth Tobacco Epidemic Act of 2020 was passed. Among many other conditions, the law prohibits the use of flavored products in an electronic nicotine delivery system except in specified circumstances. Now, those specified circumstances proved to be the bill's undoing, as it allowed for disposable electronic nicotine products to slip through the cracks. Now, in our current day, Elf bars, Puff bars, and other products like them are more popular than ever. So now, children and adults alike that have not moved on to disposables are completely hooked on Zyns, rather than anything else, due to the high concentration of nicotine discussed earlier. Now that we are all caught up, how about the citizens of Zimbabwe? How are they holding up on the prospect of a ban? Here's Michael Knowles with his hard-hitting piece of journalism, Libs Want to Take Your Zyn.
How are you going to protect public safety and health by legalizing, by encouraging a substance that not only is a gateway to other harder drugs, but just in itself makes people really fat and dumb and slow?
It's ridiculous how selective some of these people are with the substances that should be legal. I can understand wanting all of it or none of it, but these people that are all like, my thing makes you strong and cool, and your thing makes you fat and gay, which means it should be banned, is just stupid. Now, we all have that friend that's ripping the bong every day and can quit when they want to, and you may even be that friend. But there are not people that have the occasional cigarette that are not addicted, unless it's a drunk cig, which don't count. My 2 cents on the matter is that if we don't want a repeat of the Juul legislation that got us into this current mess, we need to go after the predatory practices rather than the products themselves. For every 1 product you try to take out, 2 end up taking its place. A serious crackdown on smoke shops is essential, with agents posing as minors attempting to purchase these products, and if the store sells it to them, they're punished appropriately. The predatory practice of advertising on entertainment sources frequented by children should result in the company being fined heavily. At the end of the day, if we just ban, there will always be products that slip through the cracks, and kids will just get hooked on something else. That's just the beauty of free market capitalism. If we want to end this child nicotine epidemic, we've got to pull up the roots and impose heavy fines on these companies for advertising to children and let them sink or swim. If we're going to make any law, make it illegal to advertise vapes on children's cartoons. The moral of the story, though, is that we should not judge each other for our vice of choice, and that the kids shouldn't be vaping, they should be drinking.